British man ini orang London berarti. Surprised by how efisien dan cheapnya Malaysian Public Hospital. Oke, public hospital ini ya.
Indeed, but yes, if you were a local here in Malaysia, you would pay just RM1.
Wih.
In fact, even my friend.
Kalau lokal RM1 aja ya guys ya. Wow, gila murah banget ya.
I think that the Malaysian healthcare service is far more efficient and generally
Far
much
more
more
efficient,
organised than the public healthcare in the country that I come from.
And when I went to pay, they gave us 4 different prescriptions,
Berapa itu?
including for reduced swollen and painkiller. I
Okay.
couldn't believe everything in total was only
RM57
$12. I guess having
aja.
a Russian girlfriend isn't always expensive.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to Indoreact TV.
Indoreact TV.
Oke teman-teman semua, kembali lagi di Indoreact TV. Dan hari ini aku akan sendirian ini ya, nggak berdua dengan Akak Devi. Jadi nanti ada waktunya berdua, ada waktunya sendiri. Nah seperti itu ya. Dan kali ini kita akan lihat video-video tentang Malaysia. Dan kebetulan ini tentang hospitalnya Malaysia ya. Jadi hospital Malaysia memang terkenal murah, bagus ya, pengobatannya bagus ya. Banyak juga itu orang-orang Indonesia tuh yang berobat ke Malaysia, karena di Malaysia memang lebih murah daripada Indonesia ternyata ya. Nggak cuma 1-2 orang yang sudah punya testimoni tentang ini, tapi banyak banget. Dan terbukti memang secara data dan secara realitanya memang seperti itu ya. Pelayanannya baik, harganya murah, bisa setengah lebih itu guys, murahnya dibandingkan Indonesia itu. Dan itulah yang bakal kita lihat di video-video kali ini, tentang reaksi-reaksi orang-orang asing yang pertama kali mencoba hospital Malaysia, berobat di hospital Malaysia ya. Yuk kita lihat. Yang ini yang pertama ada Energetic Seats ya. Dia membandingkan pengobatan di Malaysia versus US. Wow. Yuk kita lihat.
I've been to the emergency room 3 times in the last 2 weeks here in Kuala Lumpur.
Okay.
It has been such a different experience than being in the US, so let's talk about it. So for a little backstory, we went to the emergency room for an allergic reaction, 2 kids had pink eye, and there was an ear infection. Isn't in urgent care like there is in the States, you just go to the hospital. There are some major differences compared to the States. So first of all, when we arrived, we didn't have to fill out any paperwork. Ours was super quick and it was located.
Dia langsung nggak perlu nulis-nulis dulu paperwork ya. Kalau di US harus ngisi-ngisi dulu, dia nggak langsung cepat ya.
In the waiting room behind this little window. When it was time for us to go back to see the doctor was already waiting for us in the
langsung
room. So
ya.
usually in the US, you have to sit there for another 30 minutes before the doctor even comes in. The doctors were so
Kalau di
good.
US harus nunggu lagi 30 menit setelah ngisi paperwork, 30 menit. Gimana ya kalau emergency ya? Keburu semakin parah gitu ya. Nunggu dokternya dulu.
But straight to the point. It took like 5 to 10 minutes before they were able to give us a diagnosis and give us our prescription. So the pharmacy was in the waiting room, which is so different than the States because you could just walk out with your prescription. Between the 3 appointments, we spent anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half. Each prescription was between $60 to $80 before insurance. Overall, the healthcare was phenomenal. I've been to
Karena kalau di Amerika juga farmasinya nggak sedekat itu. Kalau farmasi di Malaysia kan, di hospital Malaysia langsung di waiting room kan, satu tempat, cepat lagi kan, nggak harus nunggu-nunggu lagi, dan harganya murah katanya tadi. Memang luar biasa banget ya. Kalau dibandingkan dengan US, aku bingungnya gimana kalau emergency banget gitu ya. Orangnya sudah sakit parah gitu, harus nunggu 30 menit, harus ngisi-ngisi paperwork dulu, nggak langsung cepat penanganannya ya. Wah, luar biasa ya, hospital Malaysia mantap. Kita lanjut lagi guys.
If you think healthcare in the West is automatically better, you need to see this. I had my tonsils removed at one of the top private hospitals in Kuala Lumpur as a foreigner, and the experience genuinely shocked me. They got me straight in for the specialist consultation. No waiting. The doctor got straight on the phone to the operating theatre during the appointment. I had a confirmed surgery within 4 days. No months of waiting. Arrived, private room, multiple nights in the hospital.
Oh, dekat itu ya, dekat KLCC ya, hospitalnya ini. Di mana nih? Oh, ini Prince Court Medical Center ya.
Checking on me constantly. I wasn't discharged until I could properly eat and the food was great. I'm here by myself, so that level of aftercare really makes a difference. I had direct WhatsApp access to the Premier team even after I went home. If anything felt off, I could message real people. This peace of mind.
Real people ya, kalau berarti di sana itu robot semua.
Back home, it's competitive, but honestly, it wasn't even about the price. It was about efficiency, experience, speed, and frankly results.
Ya,
Full videos on my YouTube channel if you want the breakdown.
Jadi kalau di Malaysia kecepatannya itu, pelayanannya itu ya langsung, nggak perlu nunggu-nunggu lagi. Kayak di tempat negara asalnya mungkin di US ya kalau dari logatnya. Ya sama seperti tadi, dia harus nunggu ngisi paperwork dulu kan, dan lain-lain macam-macam. Harganya pun jauh lebih mahal dibandingkan Malaysia kan.
I was shocked by hospitals in Malaysia. I checked out a few of the best hospitals in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and I was surprised at how world-class yet affordable they are. First of all, it was extremely convenient that everybody could speak fluent English and answer all of our questions quickly. My husband injured his hand and needed to get a consultation with a specialist. We just showed up at the hospital and the orthopedic specialist was available the same day, for which we paid $40 on the phone. It went really smoothly. The doctor took their time to explain everything to us without.
Mungkin kalau di sana ya, di negara-negara barat sana, kalau dokter spesialis itu harus nunggu dulu, harus appointment dulu kan, harus janjian dulu hari apa, tanggal berapa, jam berapa gitu kan. Kalau di Malaysia langsung standby, langsung ada langsung di situ kan, keren.
Because of how nice the experience was, my husband decided to have a small surgical procedure done on his hand, and again, the whole process was efficient, but the dog did an amazing job. The surgery cost around $2,000. Not cheap, but way cheaper than the $10,000 to $15,000.
Kalau di sana 10.000, 15.000 ya, dolar loh guys. Wih, $10.000, gila. Bedanya jauh banget.
I was shocked.
Jauh banget guys bedanya ya. Dibandingkan Malaysia cuma 2.000 dia dapatnya. Jauh banget itu 8.000 sampai 10.000 ya. Bedanya gila. Padahal pelayanannya lebih cepat di Malaysia, lebih bagus di Malaysia, lebih standby di Malaysia dokternya kan. Nggak perlu appointment dulu. Rating Malaysian Public Healthcare ya. British man ini orang London berarti. Surprised by how efisien dan cheapnya Malaysian Public Hospital. Oke, public hospital ini ya.
Public healthcare system, and here is my honest review on it. Now, I've actually talked a lot of times in the past about the efficiency that I've experienced here in Malaysia when it comes to the healthcare system. But anytime I've made a video like that, people have pointed out to me, yeah, but you're using private healthcare, of course it's going to be efficient. Fair point. Well, recently I actually had to use the Malaysian public healthcare system. The reason being that I was bitten very badly all over my hands by a stray cat. Why, you may ask, did this happen? Well, number one, of course, I am a full-time cat rescuer. And two, I am stupid and I wasn't wearing gloves. And speaking of stupidity, I live in a state where there is rabies. And I've never had a rabies vaccine, despite the fact that I handle stray animals every single day. So after I was bitten, I of course had to go fairly promptly to the hospital to get jabbed with various needles. So what did I have done? Well, because the bites that I had on my fingers were deep and we didn't know whether this animal could have had rabies, I had to have injections directly into my fingers. And that was the most horrific thing I've ever gone through. But now, anyone that has ever seen me before and has eyes will see that I'm fairly heavily tattooed. Tattoos hurt, right? They do hurt. The pain of these injections going into my pus-filled, infected knuckles was like tattoos times 1,000. But I can't blame anybody for that. That's just what they feel like. It was horrific, but that's nobody's fault, except for maybe my own, for sticking my hand in front of a stray cat that I knew nothing about. Then I had to have a booster in each arm, and then in the following days I had to have follow-up boosters in each arm. I think it was like 3 or 4 times I had to go. So the first thing, of course, is waiting time. Here I have to wait a long time to get treated. A little while, I would say, from waiting for a consultation to then waiting to get my first injection, and injections after that. I was in the hospital for a total of about 4.5, maybe 5 hours. Now, keeping in mind, I come from a country where it takes between 2 and 4 weeks
Wah.
to get an appointment to see a doctor.
Bedanya jauh banget ya, dari jam-jaman sampai ke minggu-mingguan ya untuk dapatkan dokter, guys. Di London itu, guys. Dia kan orang British ya.
And if you do go to the emergency room hospital, like I did in this particular situation, then waiting times can be up to 12 hours
Uish.
or longer. And of course, what everyone in the UK especially is going to ask is, well, was it free though? Didn't you have to pay? Yes, I did have to pay because I am a foreigner.
Okay.
Just like if a Malaysian goes to the UK and they want to use our NHS, they will have to pay. They don't get it for free because they are not a British citizen or resident. And I am not a Malaysian citizen or resident, so I did have to pay. But actually, it was very, very reasonable. So for each round of injections, I had to pay just 40 ringgit. And I think actually that is very, very good indeed. But yes, if you were a local here in Malaysia, you would pay just 1 ringgit.
Wih.
In fact, even my friend.
Kalau lokal 1 ringgit aja ya, guys ya. Wow, gila, murah banget ya.
Who is a UK citizen but is resident here in Malaysia because he has a local wife. He actually recently had to get the rabies vaccines as well, and he paid the local price. So very, very impressed with the efficiency and the general communication of all of the people that I dealt with.
1 ringgit aja kalau orang lokal, orang Malaysia ya.
So really, I would say, from what I went through, getting bitten, having to rush to the hospital, having to have these things done, around about 5 hours maximum waiting time, very, very reasonable cost-wise, very, very helpful people. I would say the public health service, from my experience, is especially compared to what I'm used to in the UK, where to be honest, it is kind of chaotic right now, and you're lucky if you can even see anybody. I think that the Malaysian healthcare service is far more efficient and generally much more organised than the public healthcare in the country that I come from. That being said, hopefully I can still go a fair while without going back to hospital, because it's not really where I like to spend my time, no matter how good it is.
Wah, ini tamparan keras banget untuk healthcare system di negaranya ya. Gila. Bedanya jauh banget dari segi efisien, kecepatan ya, dan harganya jauh banget ya. Apalagi dia kan bukan orang lokal kan, jadi orang asing gitu. 40 ringgit itu aja sudah termasuk murah loh. Dia injection rabies kan ya. Banyak tadi di injectionnya, di sini juga dikasih booster kan. Nah, kalau lokal itu yang aku kaget, 1 ringgit aja guys ya. Wow, memang kesehatan luar biasa ya. Untuk masalah kesehatan di Malaysia nih, gila keren. Mantap guys. Ini yang mana ini? Ini yang tadi ya? French Court tadi ya? Prince Court. Kayak hotel ya? Orang Jepang ini. Wah gila, ini kayak hotel banget ini. Jadi nggak mau pulang nih, di hospital aja gitu ya. Kayak hotel guys. Bauwangi. Jadi orang kaya. Premier Lounge. Iya, kayak pensi hotel. Wah, ada pianis ya guys. Wah, ada kursi pijatnya juga. Oh, KPG Damansara nih ya, bukan yang tadi berarti ya. Oke, itu juga keren KPJ Damansara itu ya. Keren, kayak hotel guys. Jadi orang lama-lama senang juga di dalam hospital. Padahal sakit ya, kayak hotel. Keren. My experience at hospital in Malaysia as American. Oh, ini beda lagi nih. Oke. Kenapa matanya? American ini ya, US ya.
I'll give you 3 seconds. Keep in mind, this was like a full eye. It's the eye doctor. Optimist. The eye specialist.
Okay.
That's the doctor I saw, the person who deals with the eyes. Okay, so the grand total was $62 for everything, and it only took 30 minutes. It was super quick. I just went into there, no appointment necessary. I did the paperwork of my passport and where I live, And then they're like, just sit down for a few minutes, 5 minutes. The doctor called me in, well, the nurse did. And then they did a full-on eye exam, physical, all that stuff. And then I went to the doctor's office, his personal like office room. And then they put me on this like device that was so weird. You had to put your chin on it, and then he had like this magnifying glass, and then like he was just inspecting. He's like, look at my ear, look at my other ear, and then he was just examining my eyes for like 10 minutes, and then he put these drops on my eyes, and he got this like thingamabob that checked the pressure of my eyes, where it would touch my cornea, both corneas, but everything was good other than my sty. He says it has like inflammation and something, but no worries. Here's some antibiotic ointment that I need to apply 2 times a day, morning and night, and then hydration drops. But theoretically, in 2 weeks, it should be fully healed. Should we do this now? Sterile eye ointment. Okay, let's just do this.
Tes itu. Di itu dulu. Nah. Oh, salep itu, guys. Krim.
Is it applied to the side or they're not drops? It's an ointment. Why is it not stopping? Oh my goodness, what is going on? I'm not sure what's happening.
Gimana sih kamu? Nggak usah nggak ngerti. Nggak dijelasin apa?
Stop. Oh my gosh, stop. I don't know how to apply this. I don't really understand the instructions. Why is it not stopping?
Nggak stop dia. Keluar terus.
Pressure. We're just gonna put the lid on and hopefully that fixes it. Okay.
Oh, kayak krim gitu diusap ya.
Hopefully guys. Maybe I'll go back tomorrow and ask how I apply this properly. I thought I needed to add it onto my eyeballs, my cornea. So this being an ointment is really
bengkak itunya ya.
surprising me. Probably should have washed my hands.
Kulitnya itu bengkak itu.
Was this the eye with the sty or was it this one? I don't have them here. But yeah, $62.
Berarti $62 aja guys dia, $62. Dan itu nggak perlu menunggu lama kan. Langsung dokternya 30 menit aja. Cepat banget ya. $62 tuh termasuk murah loh dibandingkan negaranya ya di US. Tapi memang pengalaman-pengalaman testimoni dari orang-orang asing ini sudah membuktikan sih kalau pelayanan kesehatan, pelayanan hospital di Malaysia tuh memang luar biasa bagus ya.
Hey Bill O'Reilly, you say that Malaysians don't have a lot of money. Well, their hospitals, their private hospitals, are nicer than your 4 or 5-star hotels. I mean,
5-star hotel gitu. Ini yang mana nih yang tadi kayaknya? Tuh, yang ada pianonya tadi ya. Kayak VJ tadi ya mungkin ya. Wah, ada play area juga. Wah, keren itu. Memang kayak hotel bintang 5 ini. 5-star hotel betul ini. Oh iya nih kayaknya kayak VJ tadi ya guys ya. Atau Prince tadi ya. Ada robot lagi.
Hey Bill O'Reilly.
Di mana ini ya? Ini di KPJ apa Prince tadi? Di mana ini? Ada tulisannya enggak ini? Enggak ada tulisannya, guys. Tapi desainnya tadi kayaknya sama yang di review sama orang Jepang itu tadi kan ya.
You won't believe how much it cost me
US
with the doctor in Malaysia. My girlfriend was feeling terrible, so I took her to the best rated clinic I could find, which wasn't saying a lot. It didn't look that impressive. The schedule was entirely booked, but Malaysian people are super nice, and they made time just for us. People complained about the price, and when I went to pay, they gave us 4 different prescriptions, including for reduce swollen and painkiller. I couldn't believe everything in total was only $12. I guess having a Russian girlfriend isn't always expensive. You won't believe how much it cost.
Iya, jauh banget bedanya sama US kan. Wah, luar biasa memang guys. Itu patut berbangga lah orang-orang Malaysia punya pelayanan hospital seperti itu ya. Orang-orang Indonesia aja kalau sakit-sakit yang berat-berat gitu ya, sakit-sakit parah yang perlukan perawatan yang intens gitu ya. Misalnya cuci darah setiap hari, pasti berobatnya ke Malaysia kalau nggak ke Penang ya. Memang pasti berobatnya ke sana guys. Jauh banget, lebih murah guys.
9 days ago, I ended up having emergency surgery in a Malaysian hospital.
Operasi apa dia?
Long story short, I woke up in the early hours of Wednesday morning with severe abdominal pain.
Abdominal pain.
And so I didn't
Apa
go
itu?
to the hospital
Abdominal pain.
until 11 a.m. because I just thought the pain would subside on its own. But it did continue to get
Kayak
worse.
itu
I
ya?
was vomiting, I was shivering. It was so bad.
Kayak apartemen.
So we got to the hospital. And within 2 hours of arriving, I'd already had multiple blood tests, urine samples, and a CT scan. And then they confirmed it was appendicitis, which I kind of thought it might have been at this point. Obviously, I was terrified because that meant that I had to have surgery. There was no other way. So by that time, it was like 3 p.m. And then they said my surgery was at 5. So there's just no time to kind of prepare or mentally get myself ready for this.
Operasi dadakan gitu ya, langsung harus operasi.
I'd never had any surgery before. Being halfway across the world with just Sam and the kids, like that was daunting.
Kamarnya.
After I'd had the surgery, it was like 8 p.m. And then, so I got there at 11 a.m. and I was already out of surgery by 8 p.m. So it was 9 hours.
Oh iya, kayak apartemen betul ini guys.
We actually upgraded our room to a VVIP
dia.
So we had an actual apartment.
Betul, kayak apartemen.
It had a dining area, lounge, bedroom, like for the kids. 2 bathrooms, so nice. Some of the girls just didn't want to leave me. I was like half an hour away from where we were living.
Betulan
So it was understandable and I was so scared. After 5 days, I actually got discharged to recover at home, but then I got readmitted to ICU for 2 nights to check my heart because I had an allergic reaction to one of the antibiotics. But so that also was terrifying. I'm now home, I'm doing better, trying to make a speedy recovery. Overall, my experience in Malaysia has been great.
Kayak bilik hotel, betul, apartemen.
I'm kind of glad in a way that it happened in Malaysia because I'm not sure the UK would have been quite so speedy.
Iya. Kalau di UK katanya nggak pasti bakal cepat seperti di Malaysia ya, tapi itu karena di Malaysia cepat banget pelayanannya. Dan itu tadi keren banget ya, VIP ya, wajar sih, cuman keren banget memang, kayak apartemen, ada dining room, ada segala macam lengkap ya, tempat yang tamunya tidur juga ada. Gila, keren. Entah di mana ini ya, kita lihat dulu. Ada nggak? Di mana? Oh ini Park City Medical Center ya. Tapi memang banyak pilihan ya di Malaysia ya, hospital yang bagus-bagus ya. Dan itu sama aja, harganya juga nggak begitu jauh beda kan. Keren.
Specialist doctors. This is what surprised me the most when I first moved here. In Australia, if you want to see a specialist doctor, it's going to take you weeks, if not months, to book an appointment.
Oh, sama kan? Australia, UK, US harus appointment dulu. Harus nunggu beberapa minggu baru dokternya ready kan ya. Memang kecepatan luar biasa kalau di Malaysia ya.
I never understood why it was so complicated and ridiculous. And then when you finally did meet them, even if you had private health insurance, it would cost you a few $100s on top of that. So I've had some very expensive, stressful journeys with specialist doctors in Australia. Now in Malaysia, the experience could not be any more different. Specialist doctors are everywhere and they're not lower quality. These doctors are studying in Australian, UK, US universities.
Iya, ini dokternya kualitas internasional ya, world class ya.
Come back to Malaysia and they're practicing here. You show them your app with the insurance and you get to see the specialist pretty much straight away. When I saw the specialist, he was very friendly and he sent me to get an MRI instantly. So I went down in the same building, got the MRI, and then when that was done, they sent it straight back to the specialist. I went straight back to the specialist. I didn't need to book in for another appointment weeks in advance. I got feedback from him and it only took a few hours. And the best part of all of that is that it was completely free. Specialist doctors. This is
free itu tadi guys katanya. Wah, gila. Memang luar biasa ya. Kalau sudah banyak testimoni seperti ini, memang luar biasa rumah sakit atau hospital di Malaysia itu ya. Dari segi pelayanan dan kecepatan dan harganya ya, beda jauh. Ini orang-orang di negara maju aja sudah membuktikannya ya. Ini orang-orang negara maju nih, Australia, UK, US ya.
Only in Malaysia can you confuse a hospital for a hotel. I've just arrived to Damansara Specialist Hospital.
Oh, ini Damansara tadi ya.
As I walk around,
Oh iya, ini tadi kayak PJ tadi ya.
Lobby and executive lounge feel more like a luxury hotel with caring staff.
Iya memang kayak luxury hotel betul.
I even melted away my worries in their massage chair.
Ada massage chair-nya.
At the diagnostic imaging department. Here they have cutting-edge equipment like 3D MRIs and 256-slice CT.
Wah, itu modern banget itu.
Level 9 feel luxurious, total comfort, personalized care, and even a smart home system. Just as, hey Google, turn on the lights.
Wah, smart ya, pakai Google ya.
Thank you so much for having us. Seriously, I'm so impressed with the level of service here. Definitely the level Malaysia can be proud of.
Wah, keren ya. PJ Mansara tadi nih guys ya. Keren banget, itu sudah 5-star hotel. Mungkin itu bukan 5-star hotel ya, 5-star hospital ya. Tapi harganya nggak mahal, itulah luar biasanya ya.
Right, we're here in the dentist.
Oh, ini dokter gigi ya guys.
The tooth cracked down the middle, so we're in Malaysia, Penang at the minute.
Oh,
we're
di
going to
Penang.
see how much this costs. But they've just pulled out a tooth. She's got an adult tooth coming in underneath, so it's not so bad. But this is private healthcare, and I know people in the UK say that we get really good healthcare and everything. But I don't know whether that's actually the case. We're actually paying for it in our taxes. So let's see how much this has cost to have a teeth checked over and
berapa?
pulled out.
This is an emergency appointment, so
Yeah.
let's see, let's compare.
All in all, the grand price of 60 ringgit, which
60
is
ringgit aja.
about £10, and
10
you got in
pounds sama
straight
dia.
away. We're seeing really good service, we think, and there was no waiting. So in the UK, we
Nggak
have
ada
to wait
menunggu
like
ya.
months
Wah,
to be able to get
di UK harus nunggu sampai bulan-bulanan guys, bukan minggu-mingguan lagi. Dia langsung, kalau di Malaysia langsung straight aja, langsung cepat, langsung dilayani.
an appointment. If it was urgent, sometimes you'd have to wait days, and then you get more of an infection. And we were paying into the National Health Service as well, which is super expensive for what you're getting. So we think that that's good treatment all round.
Wah, itu orang UK ya. Oke, itu dia tadi. Sudah kita lihat beberapa video dari orang-orang asing yang sudah mencoba pelayanan dan kecepatan dari hospital di Malaysia tuh ya. Harganya murah, kecepatannya luar biasa, speedy banget ya, pelayanannya luar biasa, tempatnya juga bagus, dokter-dokternya world class semua, internasional semua ya. Keren banget ya memang. Malaysia ini memang terkenal perawatan hospitalnya guys. Orang-orang Indonesia aja banyak yang berobat ke sana. Bisa setengah guys harganya guys, bedanya guys, mahal. Kalau untuk yang perawatan yang parah-parah gitu ya guys, yang memerlukan intensitas dan memerlukan berhari-hari kita inap di hospital gitu, misalnya cuci darah kan, itu kan biasanya setiap hari, atau operasi apa gitu yang penyakit yang parah banget, jantung atau operasi apalah yang parah-parah itu yang perlukan lama di hospital, itu memang jauh beda banget. Di Malaysia memang jauh lebih murah guys, aku akuin itu guys. Banyak testimoni dan banyak yang sudah merasakan hal tersebut ya guys ya. Ya semoga semakin maju lah kesehatan di Malaysia, hospitalnya semua semoga semakin maju ya guys ya. So nanti kita lihat lagi video-video menarik dari Malaysia tentunya, jadi stay tune terus di Indorek TV. Dan untuk teman-teman yang belum subscribe dulu. Jangan lupa juga di like, di share, dibagikan video ini ke teman-teman kalian, ke sosial media kalian juga boleh. Mohon maaf kalau aku ada salah-salah kata dan salah-salah ucap. Sampai ketemu lagi di video selanjutnya. Akhir kata, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.